there, boys and girls. We're going to continue with writing today. Last week or week before last, we learned about tell a story words. These are words that take us from one event to another event in our story. I noticed that a lot of you are already using some tell a story words, which is great. I've noticed a little problem though. A lot of you really like to use the word then. I went to the zoo. Then I saw a monkey scream. Then I screamed too. Okay, keep using the same word then. Or some of you are using the word and a lot. I went to the park. And I went down the slide. And I went on the swings. Okay? Today, writers, I want to show you how we can use our tell a story words to help us revise our writing, to make our writing even better, to make it more interesting for our readers to read. It's okay to use the word then or and in our writing, but we don't want to use it all the time, especially when we have all of these wonderful words we can use. Let's look right here at some of our tell a story words. We can use words like one morning, soon, every day, every night, one evening, just before dawn, since that day, suddenly. We can also use order words to help us, like first, second, third, next, finally. I want you to look at something that Mrs. Wood wrote, okay? And let's see how I do with using story words, okay? Listen to my story. It was late. Charlie needed to go to bed, but he wouldn't come in the house. I called, Charlie, Charlie. He looked at me and then ran farther away. Then I had an idea. This is a job for Turkey, I said to myself. Then I went to the kitchen, got some turkey from the fridge, stood in the front doorway, and dangled the turkey from my fingers. Then, I meant to put Charlie, I put Sadie, that's my other dog. Then Charlie came running up and into the house. He gobbled up the turkey. I smiled. I tricked him again, I thought to myself. Okay, did you notice anything about my writing here? That I used some words too many times? What words did I use too many times? Yes, the word then, okay? I used the word then a lot. And I've got more interesting words I could write. Let's look at it again. It was late. Charlie needed to go to bed, but he wouldn't come in the house. I called, Charlie, Charlie. He looked at me and then ran farther away. Okay, there's the word then. Okay, then I had an idea. This is a job for Turkey, I said to myself. Okay, there's the word then again. Now, it's okay to use then, remember? I'm going to keep that first then. He looked at me and then ran farther away. What word could I use there instead of then? Blank, I had an idea. How about the word so? So, I had an idea. I'm going to write it with a different color there. Okay, he looked at me and then ran farther away. So, I had an idea. This is a job for Turkey, I said to myself. Then I went to the kitchen, got some turkey from the fridge, stood in the front doorway, and dangled the turkey from my fingers. I used the word then again, didn't I? There's some better words I could use. Instead of saying, then I went to the kitchen, I could say what? How did I go to the kitchen? I wanted to get them, so I'm going to use the word quickly because that would tell how I went to the kitchen. Quickly, I went to the kitchen, got some turkey from the fridge, stood in the front doorway, and dangled the turkey from my fingers. Then Charlie came running up and into the house. Oh, I love that word then, don't I? I keep using the word then. So instead of then, what could I say? What happened after I stood there dangling that turkey? Yes, Charlie came running. So he finally, I'm going to use the word finally. Finally, Charlie came running up and into the house. He gobbled up the turkey. I smiled. I tricked him again, I thought to myself. Okay, so I had a few thens there that I needed to change to some other words. Today, I want you to have some practice changing the word then to one of the tell a story words. You are going to go to the next slide on Class Kick, and you are going to correct the words then. What I want you to do is take your highlighter, highlight the words then, okay? Listen to Miss Wood read it to you, then highlight the words then. Then choose one of the tell a story words that's at the top of your page to write in there. Write in a new tell a story word, just like I did, to show that your writing could be more exciting. That's what we're going to practice doing, is practicing using our tell a story words to make our writing more exciting. Okay, so click to the next slide and get started.